Boom shakalaka, massive signal for Bitcoin and for altcoins. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including a massive signal for both Bitcoin and for altcoins. Before we get into it guys, like the video, it helps out a lot. Now today, fear and greed at 73, up from yesterday's 67, even though the overall market is down 1%. Bitcoin at 41,828, Ethereum at 22.10, BNB at 240, XRP 61 cents, Solana $72, Cardano 59 cents, Avalanche $42, and Dogecoin 9 cents. And Bitcoin right now looks like it's breaking through below this support trend line, could potentially be headed down to support roughly around 38.5 in the next few days. If it doesn't reclaim that, that's definitely a possibility. Now, if we take a look right here, the present value of the Mayer multiple indicator is at 1.47, close to the 1.5 level, which oftentimes forms resistance in prior cycles. Could this be the resistance we are seeing once again, potentially rejecting Bitcoin temporarily? But if we take a look, stable coins in circulation are now up 3.5% over the last 90 days, which means that we are finally seeing money flowing into the markets. Where is it going? Well, I'll tell you where it's not going. It's not going to long-term Bitcoin investors because they're waiting for higher prices, presently unwilling to sell based on the SOPR. Now, the SOPR, spend output profit ratio, tracks the profit of coins when they sell to new investors. It climbed while price dropped. For this to happen, only investors at a significant profit are selling. More recent investors are waiting. That's right. People who probably bought Bitcoin at $100 may be selling, but most other people probably waiting for price to go higher. They're waiting for the halving, but maybe they shouldn't be waiting for the halving. Maybe instead they should be waiting for the presidential election, the US presidential election. If we take a look, these gray lines are the times of the presidential elections. You can see that they are the real trigger for the Bitcoin parabolas, not this halving that everyone talks about. Who cares about that? It's really the presidential election that has a big impact on Bitcoin price. And an interesting take on the halvings. We can see between each halving, these dotted lines right here, Bitcoin has touched this black line right here, the black trend line, except for the most recent time. Did not occur. Now, we're getting pretty darn close to the halving. Could we potentially have Bitcoin touching that trend line between $170,000 and $200,000 before the halving? Or is this time a little bit different? Well, you know what is not different is Bitcoin right now breaking above the monthly Bollinger Bands for the first time since the 2016-2017 bull run. This time is different. This is a breakout in Bitcoin demand compared to supply of liquidity. And remember, this was when Bitcoin price 100x'd right there. So right now we are echoing the last time when Bitcoin 100x. Could that happen this time? That would be so incredible. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin is forming a massive inverse head and shoulders. Should we tap this top trend line right around $80,000, come back down, and then form a shoulder, that would definitely push price up quite significantly. Just a reminder, we are getting close to the halving or the presidential election. I mean, whatever does it for you. But you can see in the time leading up to the halving, not very big, but the time, the year and a half after the halving, historically, has been orders of magnitude greater for Bitcoin. We could be in for an absolutely massive rally. I know everybody's like, it's up 3x for the year. Well, it could be up 100x next year. Possible, you know, wishful thinking. But if we take a look at altcoins, massive signal for altcoins. On the 2-week charts, the buy signal of the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, this signal has only happened in 2016 and 2020. Many new millionaires were born in the months that followed, as long as they sold at the top and didn't hold their bags of altcoins all the way down to the bottom. Also, if we take a look here, the RSI breaking key levels, which historically has triggered massive runs for altcoins, likely just the beginning for altcoins. I think a lot of people are realizing that. If we take a look at the ETH Bitcoin comparative, every time Ethereum has tested the long-term trend line support down here on the bottom, it has triggered a massive bull rally. Now, surprisingly, every retest in the past has occurred in the month of January. Gee, what's next month? Oh, yes, January. If history repeats, we can expect a similar bounce in January in 2024. And should we break out of this pennant right here, there would most likely be a very large move up in terms of the ETH Bitcoin comparative. But if we get stopped at the top there, maybe not such a big run up. And some other coins that are looking pretty darn good. How about this nice waterfall right here for Dogecoin? Potentially headed to some absolutely massive levels. Could we have 100x on Dogecoin? That's my bet for this rally. But we'll see how it pans out. Anyways, that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.